As a Christian, it's essential to approach the topic of climate change with a critical and nuanced perspective, recognizing that the dominant narrative may not be entirely accurate or unbiased. While some Christians may be swayed by the alarmist rhetoric surrounding climate change, others are taking a step back to examine the facts and consider the potential motivations behind the climate change agenda. For Christians who are skeptical of the dominant climate change narrative, there are several ways to fight back against what they perceive as a fake or exaggerated agenda. First and foremost, Christians can educate themselves on the topic of climate change, seeking out credible sources and expert opinions that challenge the prevailing narrative. This might involve exploring the work of scientists and researchers who question the severity or causes of climate change, as well as examining the economic and political motivations behind the climate change agenda. By becoming informed and knowledgeable about the issue, Christians can develop a more nuanced understanding of the topic and be better equipped to critically evaluate the information they encounter. Another way Christians can fight back against the fake climate change agenda is by promoting a biblical worldview on the environment. The Bible teaches that humans are stewards of the earth, who are responsible for managing and caring for God's creation. This perspective emphasizes the importance of responsible environmentalism, but also recognizes the limitations and uncertainties of human knowledge. By promoting a biblical worldview on the environment, Christians can encourage a more balanced and humble approach to environmental issues, one that avoids the extremes of alarmism and denial. Christians can also fight back against the fake climate change agenda by supporting organizations and initiatives that promote responsible environmental stewardship. This might involve partnering with groups that focus on local environmental issues, such as conservation, pollution reduction, or sustainable development. By supporting these efforts, Christians can demonstrate their commitment to caring for the environment, while also avoiding the politicized and polarized climate change debate. In addition, Christians can use their voices to speak out against the climate change agenda, particularly when it involves policies or initiatives that are unjust, ineffective, or based on flawed assumptions. This might involve writing letters to elected officials, participating in public debates or discussions, or using social media to share their perspectives and concerns. By speaking out, Christians can help to create a more nuanced and balanced public discourse on climate change, one that takes into account the complexities and uncertainties of the issue. Furthermore, Christians can fight back against the fake climate change agenda by promoting a culture of critical thinking and intellectual curiosity. This involves encouraging people to question assumptions, challenge prevailing narratives, and seek out diverse perspectives on the issue. By promoting a culture of critical thinking, Christians can help to create a more informed and discerning public, one that is less susceptible to manipulation by special interest groups or ideological agendas. It's also important for Christians to recognize that the climate change agenda is often closely tied to other ideological and political agendas, such as socialism, globalism, or secular humanism. By understanding these connections, Christians can better see how the climate change narrative is being used to promote a broader set of values and policies that may be at odds with their faith. This awareness can help Christians to be more discerning and critical in their evaluation of the climate change agenda, and to be more intentional in their efforts to promote a biblical worldview on the environment. Ultimately, fighting back against the fake climate change agenda requires a combination of education, advocacy, and activism. Christians must be willing to challenge prevailing narratives, speak out against injustice and misinformation, and promote a biblical worldview on the environment. By taking these steps, Christians can help to create a more nuanced and balanced public discourse on climate change, one that takes into account the complexities and uncertainties of the issue, and promotes a more responsible and humble approach to environmental stewardship.